Ripple is expected to acquire $184 trillion, which is a confirmation that XRP is a sleeping giant. Additionally, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has put out the game plan, which includes the reasons why they are a sleeping giant. In the first place, as we can see in this video clip from Paul Barron, this is completely insane, bank after bank after bank. Because of the wide and profound nature of Ripple's links, the only conclusion that can be drawn is that XRP is a dormant behemoth that is only waiting for the right moment to explode in value. Take a listen. Ripple has well over 500 payment relationships and clients, which is something that is not a secret because it is common knowledge, that are connected to the network and prepared to make full use of it whenever it is needed, and the number of payment partnerships is even greater when taking into account the clientele of their partners, such as With and Trilango and a great number of other companies. Nevertheless, it is actually even more profound and even more extensive than that description suggests. According to the information that was provided in this interview with Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple has formed partnerships with a number of central banks, which are the largest, most powerful, and most important banks in the world. Some of these banks have announced their partnership, while others have not. Pay special attention to the news. Central bank digital currencies are domestic by nature. They might be issued by a central bank, therefore, they are not really solving cross-border problems. Rather, they are solving domestic solutions the majority of the time. On the other hand, Ripple is genuinely trying to solve the problem of cross-border payments. We are excited to be working with them, and if you look at our core, Ripple is really good at working with enterprise customers, and a government is just a big enterprise customer. Ripple has partnered with several central banks around the world, some of which we have announced, and some of which we have not yet announced. These central banks are issuing and testing, using the XRP ledger to issue their digital assets on the XRP ledger as a token. In addition, it is nothing short of astounding to observe that. Although many businesses have been working together and testing XRP with Ripple since 2014, which is 10 years ago, they are now officially announcing a collaboration this year in 2024. This year, Adyen, Makita, and Plaid are going to investigate the possibility of using Ripple XRP in the United States. I am highlighting Makita because Chris Larson, the CEO of Ripple, has mentioned that his most enjoyable memory of XRP is with Makita. Now that you have just seen a small portion of Ripple's client list, you have a general idea of how big it is, and you are aware that it is extensive. However, before you go any further, you should consider all of the non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, that they have signed, the things that they are not permitted to discuss, and the fact that they will most likely be with the largest and most powerful financial institutions, the ones that are hiding in the shadows. Another reason why XRP is a sleeping giant is that their relationships are a witness to the fact that they are connecting with each other. This is something that Brad Garlinghouse has confirmed on multiple occasions, including the most recent time when he appeared on a podcast with Chris and stated that a 10x with XRP is simple, it is unavoidable, and 100x is also not out of the realms of possibilities. This is something that you will not want to miss out on, especially because of the decline in the value of the US dollar. So let's give it a listen. That seems to be safe. Of the preceding discussion of asymmetric returns, is there a possibility that it represents 100 times return during that time frame? It seems hostile, but I'm not sure what to make of it. During my lifetime, I believe that a significant number of people in the United States, in particular, do not comprehend what it would have been like to have lived in Argentina and experienced the Argentine peso being depreciated to the point where it was practically worthless on several occasions. Why would you choose to keep that currency? There is a possibility that we could become like that. This is exactly the point, isn't it? As a result of my belief that we grossly underestimate what the structure of that macro dynamic will be over the course of the long run. I am quite positive. Before the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) intervened and declared that Ethereum ETH is not a security, XRP was the second most valued digital asset. I mean, people forget that. Wow, that wouldn't have been that long ago. When Hinman delivered his speech, it was the year 2018, which is a little less than 6 years ago, which results in a change of 5 years. Whenever a government actor becomes engaged, the markets undergo a transformation, which may be something that should be anticipated. You still have that government actor involved, which is a very unfortunate situation. Regrettably, it looks that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is attempting to file a lawsuit against Ethereum ETH, and I believe what I read most of the time. That seems very ridiculous to me. It seems to me that you have already gone through a lot of losses. For what reason would you continue to fight this battle? The United States government should not, in my opinion, be placing their hands on the scale of winners and losers, which is a really unfortunate situation. In the long run, I believe that the technologies that are deployed with the finest use cases and give the best utility will emerge victorious. It has been approximately 6 years since XRP was first introduced, as you have just learned. This is not a very long time at all. Actually, the second most popular cryptocurrency after Ethereum, but because of the most notorious scam artist in the United States, Gary Gensler, he has pushed Ripple back a few years earlier than it should have been, and America, for that matter, even further back. Right now, the United States of America is not able to stay up with the rest of the world, and this will continue to be the case until Gary Gensler is removed from office. In this piece, we can observe that XRP declines, rules in the United Arab Emirates versus regulations in the United States of America, and Ripple with Zodiac are all examples. We have seen rules throughout the past 4 or 5 years, at various moments in the evolution of the ecosystem, regulations being found out, and the United Arab Emirates has taken the lead. And they have done this thanks to the assistance and the large part that has helped them get ahead. This is the source of the hope. Both the United States of America and the rest of the world require XRP. Once more, yet another significant reason why XRP is undeniably a sleeping monster that is on the verge of exploding. Having said that, it is absolutely necessary for me to proceed with my efforts to persuade you. It goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor yet. I must acknowledge that XRP is experiencing its infancy. The fact that this is a sleeping monster that is ready to rise up was verified once more by Brad Garlinghouse in the same interview that Chris Vasquez conducted. Considering that the litigation is getting close to a net, he is certain that the SEC is about to lose the case that they are pursuing against Ripple. In addition, there is no adverse effect that it has. Gary Gensler to continue to push forward with the fight. Indeed, you are correct. Exactly how much does it cost him? What are your thoughts on this? In that regard, what are your thoughts on the future? For example, do you believe that the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC possesses the power to restrict the cryptocurrency business as a whole? Do you believe that it is just a matter of course? Oh no, they are going to utterly fail in the long run. In the long run, they are going to incur a loss. When you consider the continuing expansion of cryptocurrency over the course of several decades, this is a little matter. I mean, look at it this way, this is nothing. Here is nothing at all. It's a bump in the road. We will look back in 20 years and say, God, that was a terrible thing to happen. This is because I am so excited about what the future of cryptocurrency looks like. However, do you know what? Whatever it is, a little bump. The market will be measured in trillions, in my opinion, and it will be quantified in trillions. And it will transform the way that a great number of transactions are carried out because it is a method to lessen the amount of friction, lower the costs, and produce more efficient results. In the long term, it is going to come out on top. In most cases, the most advanced technology emerges victorious in the long run. It's true. It much seems to be unavoidable. I am aware of it, but this is particularly. XRP is receiving incredibly optimistic news. And even better, the Gary Gensler clown show continues, as said by Alana Terrer, a journalist for Fox Business. In its response to Coinbase's request for an interlocutory appeal, the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC casts doubt on the decision that Judge Tor made in the Ripple case. The SEC quotes, "In any event and tenaciously, no court has followed Ripple." What a ridiculous statement. For the Securities and Exchange Commission to criticize Judge Tor in your Coinbase finding at the precise moment when she is ready to reach a decision regarding remedies and judgment in the Ripple case is a brilliant and astute strategy. He is really insane. In every possible way, this individual is lost. And even the billionaire Mark Cuban admits this, stating that the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Gary, has not protected a single investor from cryptocurrency scam. Quote, "All he has done is make it extremely difficult for legitimate cryptocurrency businesses and enterprises